Process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence and win. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Buy this book today at www.acradio.live.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with audacious confidence. Audacious confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. It's Happy Monday. Happy Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving weekend this weekend, and I just want to say Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We have officially entered the holiday season, and it's going to get crazier and crazier because it's going to just get faster and faster and faster. And yes, I am inviting people to watch us on Facebook, as I do always. And I don't want to take up too much time chit-chatting. There are two things I wanted to just remind you about. Next Tuesday, I'm hosting a LinkedIn guerrilla marketing and branding makeover workshop. So it will be at the Kaiser University on Commercial Boulevard. It'll be a live workshop. You can come in and learn about how to use LinkedIn more effectively to gain business, to gain clients, to increase your leads, to boost connections, to network, whatever it is that you need to help your business grow using LinkedIn. Come to the workshop, find out how you can do that, and grow your business. So that will be next Tuesday, December 5th, from 6:30 until 9:30. We're at the Kaiser University, 1500 Commercial Boulevard in the auditorium. Go to acradio.live. You'll see the Guerrilla Marketing and Makeover web link. Click on that link and register to come. So we have a lot of great bonuses. It's going to be a great evening, and you're going to learn a lot. I'm telling you, Wendy Stevens is phenomenal. She's flying in to do it. So make sure you register and come next Tuesday night to the Guerrilla Marketing Makeover and Branding Workshop. And then the second thing, of course, is my guest. I have the most amazing guest, and she is actually my dentist. She is here today, Dr. Viviana White, and I'm so excited to have her here today for many reasons, and we'll get into it. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She has more than 15 years of excellence and expertise in dentistry, and continues to provide the finest dental care and techniques to her patients in a relaxed and caring environment in North Miami Beach, Florida. She's received her doctorate in dental medicine from Santa Maria University in 2002 in Caracas, Venezuela. And in 2005, she moved to Colombia and completed her master's in oral surgery and pathology at I cannot pronounce that.
Don't worry. It's a university in Colombia.
Right.
It's Javeriana University.
There you go. And then she was accepted in the oral and
maxillofacial surgery
program at Jackson Memorial Hospital. So she is very, very credentialed here, guys. General dentistry program at Lindsay Hopkins Community Smiles Dental Research Clinic, and went on to private practice here in Miami, Florida. She's focused on providing expert, conservative, general and wellness dentistry, and is committed to making even the most anxious patient at ease. And this is where I want to begin, because if you go to her website, drweich.com, and you read her blog, you will realize that she has had multiple really horrific experiences herself at the dentist as a child growing up. She had some really horrific experiences, and so she herself was afraid of the dentist, but having seen a dentist that cared, that gave her really great care, inspired her to become a dentist herself? Because you weren't going to be a dentist.
Yes.
You can
I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to be I wanted to study medicine, chemistry, all kind of things. But dentistry was the last thing on my list. So the truth is, I went in a trip with the school, and suddenly everybody was going to have fun, to get in the camels, to go to the desert, and I was going to the dentist to have a root canal. So
Root canal. That just sends shivers down your spine. Right?
the only thing I remember about that day is that the guy has like a fish tank in the office, and that I had a lot of pain and $300 less. So after that, when I came back from my trip, I have 3,100,000 of things that I'm not ashamed to say it. I have a few cavities, root canals, wisdom teeth extracted. I have to wear braces. I have to go through all that in the last year that we have to study at school and decide what we would need to do if you're going to do architecture and this or that. And I end up doing dentistry. So, yes, I have a good mentor, the person who drilled me the whole year in my mouth. And yeah, she said, you have to be a dentist. This is so good. This is a great career for a woman. And I end up here, and I don't regret it. It has been a very, very fun journey. And I think I've been helping a lot of people that went through the same thing as I do. I'm not the dentist that it's going to tell you this is not going to hurt because I went through that. I can tell you it's going to hurt a little bit, or it's going to be that. I don't have perfect teeth. Well, right now, yes, because I fixed them. But I went through all that, so I know what my patients are feeling, and we know about the technology that can help them to get better.
So she's empathetic. She has been through it. She knows exactly what you're going through. And so if you have any kind of anxiety going to the dentist, you have any kind of fear going to the dentist, Dr. Weich is definitely the dentist for you, because she has been through multiple things in that dental chair, and she can relate to you and try to make it as comfortable and as easy as possible. And I know from my children going to see you, I've had one that had to have teeth extracted, and it was like a breeze. You put the little goggles, the little movie goggles on them, and
yeah, we have a really cool thing that it's like you can connect your phone to the glasses, and you can see the actual show. You can see Netflix or any shows you have, and we can choose one for you. And the problem is that I don't like to choose the funny ones, because we had the Minions for a while.
And people would laugh in the chair.
They would start to file where I'm drilling, like, okay, no more glasses for you. We need to finish. But it's a really good tool, and patients like to wear it when they're very afraid of something like a root canal, that it's a long treatment. Or if we are doing whitening can take an hour if we do it in the office. So when they're wearing the glasses, they're more comfortable, they're more relaxed, and they like the experience.
Right. So she has a lot of little tips, tricks, and techniques to help you endure some of the time that it takes to get some of these treatments done. So let me ask you, how often should someone visit the dentist?
Well, depends on the patient, but most of the patient that doesn't have any clinical problems, or they have gum disease, they have to go at least twice a year, and that's what usually an insurance covers for you. You have to visit to the dentist. And now that the year is going to finish in December, if you still have your next cleaning to be done, take the time and schedule your appointment right now, because that's when you need to get your cleaning. And if you have gum disease, usually they set you up for every 4 months to get something that we call a period maintenance, which means doing exactly the same cleaning, but previous to that, you already had a deep cleaning, and you just need to do maintenance more often, because you accumulate more debris in your teeth, you have more calculus, and your gums get swelling usually much more quicker.
Ah, okay. So twice a year, if you don't have anything going on, and every 4 months.
And don't forget the 3 steps. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead, give us the 3 steps.
Brushing, flossing, and mouthwash. Those 3, they have to go with you all the time. If you don't want to do flossing, you can use HydroFloss, which is like a water pick, or any product that give you water with pressure will help as if we were the flossing. There are contraindications from some patients. They have this kind of work, or they have loose teeth. Well, don't go with a HydroFloss, but usually it's really good. And you just got today Cyber Monday, so probably they can go in Amazon and get their water pick if they don't have it. And
excellent.
Yeah, today's my
giving a plug.
favorite day of the year. I love it.
Giving a plug to Amazon.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about some of the services, whitening and stuff, but tell us more about some of the services that you offer at your office.
We do implants, we do Invisalign, We do fast braces, which is some kind of braces, but it's a new technology that works quicker. You can have your teeth straight in less than 120 days. We can do crown,
120 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
almost 6 months. It's really quickly,
Wow.
and it's safe, which is very important to know. People think because it's faster, it's going to be bad, but not really. This has a safe
Wow.
technology that move the whole teeth in one appointment. We also do veneers for smile design. If you're getting married and you need something quicker, you don't have those even 120 days unless you're going to marry the next year. So you need to work faster. You need to get your appointment. Sometimes even Botox can help you with your smile. If you have one of those horse kind of smile that you show all the gum, you put a little bit of Botox on the side, and then your lip is not going to rise so high, and you're not going to be showing all that gum to your future husband.
Didn't know that.
You see, of course. And also you can do...
Do you do that in your office?
No, usually I refer to that.
You refer that out.
But I'm working on it because now everybody can put Botox, which is horrible. But of course, I'm going to get in that horse too. We also have something really cool, which is an iTero scanner. iTero scanner is something, it's a new technology that we're using now. We used to take impression. People throw up when they need to do for an ortho appliance or when you do crown and bridge. And people just...
They would gag.
You read that. I gag in my first appointment. I was 6 years old. They put that thing in there. I decorate the whole office. I throw up all over. And it makes me cry and I'm traumatized for the rest of my life. Now we have this cool camera. We go around your teeth. We take a picture, and we just need to email that file to the laboratory. And in less than 3 days, we can get your case back. So it's a really cool and impressive technology.
So no more sticking that big thing in your mouth and trying to get you to bite down and... Oh, yeah. And then all the stuff.
No, and to clean it up, it's like another half an hour cleaning your face.
So you can't go to the dentist with makeup on, lipstick, nothing.
No.
You have all
and
this
please
stuff.
don't do your hair when you're coming for a cleaning. I promise you it's going to get wet for sure.
So she has multiple services that she offers, not just teeth cleaning, as you can hear. And I'm going to go through some of those in a minute, but I do want to talk a little bit about Invisalign, because you did mention that 120 days. What exactly is the Invisalign?
The 120 days is for fast braces, which is something different.
Different than Invisalign. Okay.
Correct. And Invisalign are clear plastic aligners that you have to put every 2 weeks, and they're going to straighten your teeth the same way as braces. The cool thing about Invisalign is that they're transparent. Nobody can see it. They have a few attachments, but are the same color of your tooth. And if somebody's very picky and it's almost about to kiss you, they can see it. But if not, of course, they don't gonna see it. And if you have your...
And you can speak normally. It's not like whitening trays.
Perfectly. I was wearing mine. I just took it so I can look good in camera. But I'm wearing it right now because I have one tooth that is shaved. So it's very simple to use. You don't need to put any black metal in your mouth. You can wash your teeth. You can go to a wedding and take it off. Of course, you have to wear it 24/7. You only take it out to eat. And the cases run between 6 months to a year if the patient wear it. The problem with Invisalign is that if the patient is very tricky and it's lazy and don't follow the instruction, when they're supposed to, I promise you it's not going to work on you. So I have this cousin that I want to kill him because I say, this doesn't work. This is really bad.
But they don't wear it.
You know, you see him in all the parties and you know the guy doesn't have it in the mouth. So if you are not a patient that is going to wear the aligners, don't waste your money and your time because it's not going to work. So wear braces is a good option. And now we have fast braces that it works really quickly. And that's what I have both, because I know there are patients that they're going to lose them, break them, sit on it, and put it in the dishwasher, anywhere they can put it.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
Leave it on a napkin at the restaurant.
Oh, that's the number one.
You put it there in the restaurant and leave it right there.
I promise you're never going to see them again. And the people in the restaurant, they're not going to be picking up for you.
They don't want to pick it up either.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with Dr. Vivian White.
Thank you.
Afraid of needles? Anxious about going under the knife? Do the words invasive surgery make you queasy to think about? After years of being mistaken for someone in her 20s, Alicia Curry, a mom of 3 in her late 40s, finally got tired of hearing, "You should write a book about why you look so young." So that's exactly what she did. In her book, Age Younger, 21 Tips to Make Your 40s Look Like Your 20s, she outlines 21 of her top tips for looking and feeling decades younger. These tips can easily be implemented into your own lifestyle so you too can make your 40s look like your 20s. Go to acradio.live to order your copy today. Hi, I'm Alicia Khoury, and you know me from my radio show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Khoury. If you lack confidence and boldness to really go out there and conquer the world, I'm here to share this valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, I'll take you through a process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence and win. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Buy this book today at www.acradio.live. You're listening to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Khoury. Now, let's get back to the show. Hi. We're just fiddling around with our phones here.
Oh, yes.
Hi, all of you watching on Facebook, all of you listening on 95.3 FM or 1470 AM. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And we're having some phone technical issues over here. So I'm speaking with Dr. Vivian Weich, and I just want to say that the vision of Dr. Vivian Weich, the CEO of Sonrisas Dental Clinic, is to enhance confidence and the quality of life for all her patients. Multiple horrifying childhood dental experiences has inspired her to become one of the most compassionate dentists in South Florida. So if you're anxious or fearful about going to the dentist, Dr. Weich is the dentist for you. With the latest in technology, Sonrisas specializes in dental, cosmetic, and orthodontic services, including Invisalign, teeth whitening, crowns, veneers, implants, root canals, cleanings, dentures, and fast braces. Contact Dr. Weich at 305-944-0000 or visit sonrisasclinic.com to schedule your appointment today. So Sonrisas is SONRISAS, sonrisasclinic.com. So, Dr. Weich, in my book, see this book here, Age Younger, I did a chapter on not just your smile, but also, taking care of your teeth. So we talked earlier about how often you should go to the dentist, but let's talk about other cosmetic things that you can do, like teeth whitening. How often should someone whiten their teeth? What do you suggest?
Depends on the product. If you are going to go to the dentist and do the service in the dentist, we usually recommend to do it every 2 years. The product that we offer called Zoom, it's from Philips, and it's one of the #1 products in whitening, and you do it in one session. It takes 1 hour, and after having a cleaning, then you can have the whitening, because that's when the tooth going to receive the whitening much better, and you're going to get a better result at the end. So usually you do it every 2 years. If you have bad habits like coffee, wine. Cigarettes, the whitening going to last less. So we always offer an additional syringe, especially, that you can wear after, let's say, 6 months to a year to do a reinforcement of the treatment at home. And it only takes you a week. You wear it a few minutes a day, like 15 to 20 minutes before going to sleep and brushing your teeth. And then you can have a similar result what you had initially. But you don't want to harm your teeth also, so we recommend to you do this every 2 years.
Every 2 years. What about, you talked about harming your teeth. If you have sensitive teeth, can you still do Zoom?
You still can do it, but we need to do what's the reason why you're having sensitivity. Sensitivity can be caused because you have recession in your gum. So when we do the whitening, we will cover those recessions to avoid the recession to get treated by the product that we're using, that is the one that is causing you the sensitivity. But if you only have, if the sensitivity is because you have a really bad enamel, I will say that I won't recommend you to have the whitening.
Okay.
So I will say, you know what, maybe we can do veneers or we can do crowns for your teeth, because sometimes you have something called enamelo. I don't remember exactly the name, but it's when you have a bad enamel that it doesn't have a good quality. And
your enamel is
correct, has like a little holes, or it has some stains.
Very porous.
Correct.
Okay.
So those teeth, I definitely don't recommend you to get a whitening.
Very good, because the holidays are coming up. So if you want to splash that white smile, go see Dr. White and get your Zoom treatment in. And so let me talk a little bit about root canals because I had a root canal when I was 34 weeks pregnant.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's the best time to have
That's
it.
the best time to have a root canal. I was
no.
34 weeks or 30. I was close. I was really close because my daughter came at 35 and a half weeks and the dentist kept telling me, I didn't go to you then. I didn't know you then. But she kept telling me, don't have this baby on my table.
Oh my God, poor lady.
Because, yeah, it was horrifying. So how do you know you need to have a root canal? When is that?
If you're related to a pregnant woman, usually we leave everything for the last minute. I've been pregnant also, and I also have to have a cavity done during the pregnancy.
Listen,
and it's horrible. Or
it only came up during pregnancy.
I know, hormones get crazy and everything exacerbates much more when you are pregnant. So, but basically, when you have a big cavity that it reaches the nerve of the tooth, is that when we say that you need a root canal. Basically, patients that never go for cleanings very often, they only show up in your visit or your appointment when they have a lot of pain. When you go to a lot of pain in dentistry, you for sure gonna need a root canal when you get to the office. So be prepared. If you don't do prevention,
because mine, I fell when I was a kid, and I think it broke something in my up.
It broke the root.
Yeah, it broke the root, and it wasn't detected for a long time until I got pregnant with my second child, and it was like.
Usually,
right in front.
Usually in Miami, we have a lot of accidents, especially to the front teeth, because we have the pool, we have the sports, and most of the kids can fracture front teeth. If you go to something funny, that when you go to have a party or you go to a discotheque and people are smiling and they have this purple light, you can see everybody that have dental treatment because you can see they're really white, the teeth. You can see a difference in a smile, that you can see a little triangle in the corner that everybody got fixed, etc. But usually it can be like a little piece of the corner that it broke. It can break through the nerve of the tooth, or it can actually break the whole tooth and you can lose the whole tooth.
Right. I broke the nerve, but this tooth broke, but the nerve up here broke. So I didn't detect it for a long time.
Sometimes you don't have any pain after the accident, and a few years later you show up in the dentist and we see that you have a big infection at the end of the root. We take x-rays for prevention, and we can tell the patient, you're starting to have some infection. We need to treat it with a root canal. Or the teeth start to change in color, and that's another sign.
So changing color, excruciating pain. You can't eat hot or cold.
And you know that you had an accident,
and
the history
that
something happened.
has happened to your tooth. So
correct.
That's when you need to go see your dentist and have a root canal. Do not suffer in pain and say, because we tried to wait until I had the baby to do it, but I couldn't. The more you wait,
the worse it can get.
It got really bad. I couldn't.
And usually bothers you Friday night, 8 o'clock, when everybody's closed and nobody's going to show up.
That's right. That's when you need to go the worst. So we talked about accidents, like kids falling and having accidents. What should someone do? What should a parent do if their child falls, a tooth pops out or something?
That's the worst one.
Yeah.
When you get hit by a ball or something happen, usually the tooth can have something called avulsion, which means the tooth can expel from your mouth, and everybody's going to start looking for the tooth, and you're going to start bleeding like crazy, and people say, oh my God. The number one is to calm down, because if everybody gets nervous, somebody going to sit down on that tooth, or they're going to put a step on it or something like that. So once you find the tooth, if it falls in the floor that it's clean, like a carpet or something like that, you just hold it by the crown, rinse it up a little bit, and try to put it back again as soon as you can.
Okay.
If you cannot do that because you're freaking out, your mom is screaming and all the blood is running anywhere, wash your mouth as quickly as you can. The same thing.
Should you use salt water or just regular water?
No, just regular water, because you don't want to find salt water. So people are going to start mixing the water, and they'll say, no, this, babe, put this, put that. Okay. You don't want to find the salt, so you're going to lose time in there. The sooner you can put it back again, the better, because then we can use antibiotic to prevent infection if it falls, if it had a little bit dirt or something like that.
Okay.
Never rub the root. If you rub the root, it has some ligaments in there, some tissue that you can barely see, that it helps the tooth to
reattach.
Exactly.
Okay. So just rinse it gently
rinse it gently, hold it by the crown,
Hold
which
it
is
by
the
the-
white part of the
Hold
tooth.
it by the edge of the tooth.
Correct.
And stick it back in there.
As soon as you can. If you don't have the nerve to put
And
it
then
back
go to
again,
the dentist.
if you don't have the nerve to put it back again, put it under the patient's tongue, which is nasty too. So people don't like to do it either. So that's when the grandma started to say, put it in milk. If you have salt water, that's a great solution. That's number one.
Right. But if you don't have salt
But
water,
if you
just rinse it a little
just
bit.
go, people put it in milk because they think they have calcium. That's
Yeah.
an urban legend. We have patient brought it to us in milk as well. But the best thing you can do is put it back in the socket or in the place that the tooth
And
came
then
out.
go see the dentist.
Go to the dentist
You don't
right
have to
away.
go to the emergency room. You just go to the
No,
dentist.
you call it. Yeah, because in emergency room, they have dentists for surgery, for extraction, when people get a big abscess, but they're going to refer you. They're going to give you medication, and they're going to refer you. So
To your
don't
dentist.
waste time. If it's 9 to 5 and you have an emergency doctor, go right away. We're going to be there for you.
All right. So kid's tooth pops out, put it back in, go to the dentist so that they can take care of it. So we only have a couple minutes. I have so much more to ask you. Oh, no.
I don't want to go.
Okay. So, I do want to ask you because, like I said, the holidays are coming up. People might be getting married. You know, stuff is happening this last month of the year. So what do you recommend? Like we talked about getting veneers or getting teeth whitening. Anything else that people should come see you?
Number one thing, it will be whitening. If you want to be shining white, you want to have the red lipstick
Red
like you
lipstick
have
like
here.
me.
Red clothes for the Christmas and everything. Get ready. Of course, you're whitening. If you have insurance, you know you're going to have your last cleaning of the year. Don't waste it. Don't lose it because next year is going to start again. 2 years.
Right.
They have
So use it
policies
up.
and so and so. Check your insurance. Also, veneers if you want something really quickly. If you're getting married right now, maybe even the dermatologist can give you some Botox for the lip not to go that high and get crazy in that wedding.
And I want to leave your contact information before I have to go. So Dr. Weich, WAICH.com or sonrisasclinic.com, or her phone number is 305-944-0000. All this is on my website at acradio.live that you can connect with Dr. Weich. Please go see her. She is phenomenal. She's really fantastic. Great with kids, great with adults. Anyone who has any issues with dentistry, you got to go see Dr. Weich.
Thank you,
I
Elisa.
love her very much. So she'll be back with me again if you have any other questions. And guys, stay safe out there. I'll be back next week. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Weich, for joining us. And I will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of